Welcome back. Opening scene. The 1990 Lamborghini, a broken bar, a masterpiece from an era when supercars weren't just faster, they were wild, untamed beasts. This was the time when Lamborghini wasn't following trends, they were setting them. And if there's one car that truly embodies that rebellious spirit, it's the Lamborghini Diablo. A name that means devil in Spanish, the Diablo was designed to strike fear into the hearts of rivals and pure excitement into the souls of those lucky enough to drive it. It was the successor to the legendary Countach, a car that had already cemented Lamborghini as the brand of outrageous designs and raw power. But the Diablo, it took everything to a whole new level. Under the hood, it packed a monstrous 5.7-liter V12 engine, producing 492 horsepower. That might not sound like a lot by today's standards, but in 1990, this was absolutely mind-blowing. This was a car that could hit 202 for making it the fastest production car in the world at the time. 0 to 60, just over 4 seconds. But speed was only half the story. The Diablo was a pure, analog driving experience. No electronic aids. No fancy computers making decisions for you. It was just you, the steering wheel, and that glorious V12 roaring behind your head. Every shift of the gated manual transmission felt like a mechanical masterpiece clicking into place, and every press of the throttle sent shockwaves through your entire body. And the designer, just look at it. Even today, over 3 decades later, the Diablo looks like something out of a dream. Those sharp, aggressive lines, the low-slung stance, and of course, the iconic scissor doors. This wasn't just a car, it was a rolling piece of art that turned heads everywhere it went. But the Diablo wasn't perfect. It was brutal, unforgiving, and if you weren't careful, it would punish you. The steering was heavy, the clutch was stiff, and driving it in traffic, that was a workout. But that's what made it special. This was a car that demanded respect, skill, and a whole lot of courage. Over the years, the Diablo evolved. All-wheel drive versions were introduced, power increased, and by the end of its production run in 2001, it was producing over 550 horsepower. But the original 1990 model, that was the purest expression of what Lamborghini stood for. Today, the Diablo is a collector's dream. Prices have skyrocketed, and for good reason. This was one of the last truly raw, unfiltered supercars. A machine that wasn't built to impress some emissions board or fit into a corporate stratagem. It was built to excite, to terrify, and most importantly, to remind us why we fell in love with cars in the first place. The 1990 Lamborghini Diablo, a car that didn't just define an era, it defined what it means to drive with passion.